pay, and her card is declined. And I went about it all wrong, but I was just ready to be rid of her, so I just let her go. She said she'd come back Tuesday, and I still haven't seen her.
Yeah, had a fainter one day, told him not to get up. I went to get him some sugar, some chocolate and lollies and things, and he got up while I was out of the room, fell over and hit his head on the corner of a desk, blood everywhere. That wasn't cool.
Someone I had in for a foot tattoo, and it was a girl, I have to say, it was a girl I had in, and she took her shoes and socks off, and the smell of her feet, it smelled like they had been washed in about a week. Her toes were hairy, her toenails were like all white and yellow, and it was gross. There was actually another guy in the shop that left because of the smell, and I kind of had to blast the air with Dettol to try and get rid of the smell.
I don't think that I have this kind of like a one situation that I can describe, but I would say that when you're in the beginning, when you're just starting with tattoos and so on, then you have like a bunch of this kind of bad situations and experiences and hard lessons because simply you don't have any experience.
Worst experience with a client would be a guy who showed up to his appointment drunk and threw up everywhere. It was not a good time.
She had all of her friends with her, and she was getting a quote, and the quote stated, "I am strong enough for this." It's ironic. When I did the first line in the first letter, just I, she literally squirmed out of the chair, off the bed, started squirming and went, "Ow, ow, 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 please stop. Oh, can we take a break?" The tattoo ended up taking me over 30 minutes to do because I had to keep trying to fix little lines and mistakes that she was making me mess up by jerking around and flipping out on the table. All of the other artists were looking at me like I was crazy. They kept saying, "Dude, Smalls, you gotta make her stop moving." And I'm like, "Dude, I can't. Like, I'm trying. I can't strap her to the chair."
A year and a half ago, I had some burnt out homeless Fergie looking chick come in with a expired out state ID wanting an all day session. So I was down, I was excited, tattooed her, and she just bitched the whole time telling me I was doing my job wrong and said I was going too deep. I don't even throw my needle out that far. Anyway, long story short, she goes to pay and her card is declined. And I went about it all wrong, but I was just ready to be rid of her, so I just let her go. She said she'd come back Tuesday, and I still haven't seen her.
So at my old shop, I had a male client come in and ask me for a butt tattoo, and it was Bender from Futurama saying "kiss my shiny metal ass," which is funny. I dig the concept. I thought it was cool. But the guy was just a little bit off about it. He kind of was over eager, I guess. He threw his pants off and jumped on the table before I was even set up. And I've tattooed a lot of male and female butts before. It's not like it's fine usually, but this particular one was kind of gross. There was like some pimples and hair, and it was just a really bad experience overall. And so like a week later, this guy started sending me nude selfies online via Facebook. So that was pretty bad. He's blocked on my social media now, and he's not a client of mine anymore. I had a female client who I did like a Celtic knot heart thing on her. It wasn't a huge tattoo, but she started coming by the shop way too frequently for a few days after that. And it seemed like, she was like off her meds or something. So anyway, she ended up kind of having a breakdown and started like walking around to the neighboring shops with her shirt off and stuff. So eventually got so bad I had to call the police to escort her from the property, which, I don't like to do that. I'm not a cop caller, but as a business owner, you got to do what you got to do. So the cops show up, and I guess she wanted to be arrested because they were trying to peaceably just be like, "Hey, come on, catch a ride. We'll take you, wherever." She started to light her hair on fire with a lighter, at which point the cops proceeded to take her down. And I watched this woman wrestle these 3 cops and nearly win. It was close.
I had a client that moved every time the needle touched his skin. I persevered longer than I should have. In the end, I just sent her home. Unfinished tattoo. Couldn't carry on.
Worst experience with a client. I'd have to go back to the no call, no show thing. That's probably the worst thing that can happen. That's a huge bummer, again. Secondly, I would probably say, as artists, we pour our hearts and souls and our personality, our time, who we are into these designs and into these tattoos. So it does suck when you get done with something and a client is less than satisfied with the piece. It's no one's fault. It's just, it's a huge blow.